the theme this year, as we've said, is believe in yourself, be you. I read an article recently and it said, what if we teach girls to believe in themselves and know that they have the power and potential to be and do anything they want? So this got me thinking, what advice would I give my younger self so that I believed in myself more, believed in my ability, believed in my potential? I wondered what impact that would have had on my career and on my life in general. So my final question to each of you is, if you were writing a letter to your younger self, what would you like to say to you? What words of wisdom or encouragement would you share with the younger you to give you the power and the potential to be and do anything you want and become the fabulous women you are today?
And I would like to go first, Joe,
Please
for
do.
this. I would like to say my younger self, if I could, go and tell my younger self that what to do, I'll be saying that accept yourself the way you are, because if you won't accept yourself, you would keep on, trying to prove others wrong. You would be stubborn and you would be always on tiptoes. So accept yourself and be happy the way you are. It will give you the confidence to achieve whatever you want in life and do the unimaginable. So those are the two things I would like to say my younger self.
Fantastic. Great advice.
There are two things I would tell myself. One is, remember that teacher in school who at graduation told you, Julia, you depend yourself too much on the opinion of others. You need to change that. She's right. The second one would be, once I was a little bit older, I really struggled with understanding how anything I'm doing would ever, figure out. And I would tell myself, it's fine that you're doing all these different kind of things, these weird jobs, that you're meandering through life. It will make sense at some point. Don't worry about it. Just believe in yourself.
Which is our theme for today. Believe in yourself, be you.
Yeah, I think for me, it would be that a lot of things that you think matters doesn't, or don't. I think for me, when I grew up, everything was so important. I was this anxious child thinking that everything was just so important. And in actual fact, looking back, a lot of it wasn't. But one day you will get to a point where something will be important enough, and then be open enough to recognize that. And I would like to share a story again. I have loads of stories. Was with when we were donating bras to a school in Soweto in South Africa, and we got a letter back from the head teacher, and the head teacher said, for the first time, the girls can now also participate in sport. And up to that point, they didn't have that confidence. So they may have believed in themselves, but they couldn't be you because they didn't have the confidence to go out on a sports field without a bra on. And suddenly we changed that for that group of girls. And then a story that was shared with me that actually tied into that was at a netball tournament, one of my cup holders noticed a young girl not having a bra on. And she was walking with very hunched shoulders, and they had a quick thing there and they did get her a bra organized and she put it on. And she suddenly walked with very straight shoulders. And I sort of think, when I see her in my mind's eye, I sort of think at that moment, she believed in herself and she was who she was. And she got that confidence through what we are doing, even though when we set out to do it, we didn't realize that that was what it was going to become. So a lot of things are not going to matter, but something one day will, and recognize it and go for it.
Right. And it's very much following your passion then, isn't it? It's like having the confidence to believe in yourself, to be you, to follow your passion, which is what you've all done, which is just fantastic. Yeah. I think just in the spirit of sharing, so for me, I would tell myself to be brave. I feel I've been quite risk adverse in my life for many, many reasons, no regrets whatsoever. But I do wonder if I'd been a bit braver, if I'd taken a few more risks, where would I be now? Who would I be now? So be brave. And so for those watching today, I'd like to share this message and ask you to write down what you would write to your younger self. We're going to include a couple of links at the end of this presentation. So on those links, write a conversation to yourself, whether that be to your younger self, whether that be to your daughters, your sisters, or a female friend. But write a conversation and join in our conversation.